Hello, gamers. Welcome to a train station. Oh, you have so much to say. Oh, so real, bestie. So true. I am here because I'm reviewing a handheld system, one that was very graciously sent to me by the creators, and this is the Miyoo Mini Plus. And I figured what better way to put a handheld system through its paces than by actually traveling with it. Let's get this out.
This is the Miyoo Mini Plus, and it is a Linux-based handheld that I have fallen in love with. It was sent to me by the company behind it, linked in the description below. Instead of going into the specs of the thing, which, let's be real, as long as RetroArch and Doom work fine, it doesn't super matter. I'm going to put it through its paces as a proper everyday travel handheld as I go from my home in Stade, Germany, to Saarbrücken on the French border, across the border into France, and afterwards to Europe's largest games convention, Gamescom. Though, I mostly just filmed the French portion.
Okay, so here's my makeshift Ashen's couch here at Saarbrücken Hauptbahnhof, and this here is the Miyoo Mini Plus. Mine is still in the box. Yeah, I really like the simple design, the packaging, nothing on the back, just the logo on this side, and as you can see, it supports external micro SD card, 7 to 8 hours of battery life, 3.5 inch IPS screen, 3000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery, supports Wi-Fi. What it doesn't say here, which is a big selling point, is that not only does this have RetroArch installed in it, but this is Linux based. A nice affordable option for playing cool homebrew games, and I am specifying homebrew. I don't want the Italian police to come after me, if you catch my drift. So anyways, it opens very nicely, so nicely that I can do it one-handed. Actually, this is very, very nice. After pulling that off, which by the way, I love this packaging design, that's so simple. We have the Game Machine service card, a memory card, it's micro SD, love to see it, instruction manual, the system itself, mine's in purple, we'll open that in a bit, a charging cable, a screen protector, wipes for the screen, and that's it. They really get you fully kitted. So let's open it up. Oh, and before I go on, I also was sent a protective case for it, which I think will be very good. It's from Mech DIY, and I think this will be very good for when we take this to France and put it through its paces. Now, as we can see, it's here, and it kind of reminds me of the OG Game Boy. I love how simple and clean this packaging is. You can even just get right to the battery there. We have R1, R2, D-pad, 4 face buttons, start, select, and I believe that's power. No, this is power. Oh my goodness. I actually really love this screen. This is such a nice screen. Like, I'm not sure if it's coming up fully, but it's very clearly very, very high quality. We're loading. Let's see, game, RetroArch. Is anything preloaded? No, I guess I gotta load it myself. I brought my laptop from home. No, I'm not kidding. So let's put some games on here. I'm thinking maybe some homebrew, perhaps? I do love homebrew. Maybe Doom. You know, I've met John Romero. You know what? I just realized I forgot to do something oh so important. Yeah.
Full disclosure, I've been coordinating this with the people behind it. I do wish the Mini Plus had an analog stick or two, or even like the little circle thumb pad things that the PSP had, and that the translucent plastic had some of the light bleed from the battery indicator toned down.
Now, here's a really neat fun fact about systems like this that can play ROM files if you want to do it completely legit, which to the best of your knowledge I have. I own a Retro Freak console from Japan, which lets you rip the not only the ROM files, but your save data from your cartridge-based games. And that is just so cool to me. Let's take our little handheld, and let's apply the screen protector. Oh wow, that is like tempered glass. Here's the case. Anything in the case? Why, yes, some delicious aromatherapy tablets. Ooh, Poke Mini. Let's go into the Neo Geo Pocket and play some Sonic Pocket Adventures. Also, I should, before I go... God, that's a loudspeaker. You don't need the audio. Can I adjust the brightness? How do I adjust the brightness? That is the Onion OS menu. Oh, settings. Brightness. Yeah, let's turn it up to a 9. Ooh, Wi-Fi is very, very cool. Goodness, I actually really love how customizable this is. I feel like I'm really impressed so far. And this is my unscripted, unfiltered Jamie is Traveling views. Ooh, it has Pico 8 support? What? That's so cool. Ooh, can it run Doom? Why, yes. Yes, it can. Let's just play an I'm Too Young to Die, because I'm in... God damn, that is actually a really solid Doom. It's weird playing it with a controller. Here, let's get a really nice contrasty game. And by that I mean, it wouldn't be an SWP video without Mega Man. Oh, I remember playing Mega Man in the Mushroom Kingdom back in the day. Also, how fast that game switching? Very fast, actually. But before we get going to the tram, yeah, this is a collab, technically, TFTSB and SWP. You know, let's do this very nice copy of Crash Bandicoot that's from a friend of mine who has a Polymega. I will say, with the PSX, I could imagine it can be kind of awkward at times, as this only has a D-pad and no joysticks like on the DualShock. I would love a version that has joysticks on, especially because the buttons on this feel really nice. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the placement of the L and L1, L2, R1, R2, but I'm not sure if you can tell, but the L1, R1 are slightly recessed more, so it feels really natural, just super incredibly comfortable to hold. You know, I was never good at Crash, but it plays well. So yeah, let's turn her off. Let's put her in there. And let's go ride a train to France. This is one of my all-time favorite nostalgic games right here, by the way. And this is Mega Man 4 on Game Boy, which, God, I've actually had my copy of this since I was a kid, and I got a garage sale of Mega Man's 1 through 3 into 2 Extreme games. Really hyped to play this again today. Let's walk to the tram stop. I see one just over there, which means we're probably going to miss it, but it's okay, because I think in the city center it's every, what, 7.5 minutes?
Order yours today if you feel so convinced by this video from officialmiyoomini.com for as low as $70, and even get it in a few different configurations if you so please. And again, before we go back away from my voiceover, yes, all games I put on this were legally obtained from my own collection, where applicable.
I have good news and bad news. The good news, this thing, very fun to play with. It gets the Jamie stamp of approval. Bad news, of all the trams I've written in German, this one feels the most run down. Though, I mean, it is technically a Startbahn, so I guess that's still pretty neat, like a Karlsruhe style one. It's starting to get a little loud in here, and a little French. Alright, so now we're approaching Handheld Bahnhof. I don't announce because they just announced that diese tram, but this ride ends there. Oh no, there's still one more stop, I believe. How will I get over the board? Will I have to walk? That'd be anticlimactic. But sure, we can try it. Please mind the gap. What are my thoughts on everything? Well, the handheld is excellent. Absolutely love that. A little awkward to record with just me, but I played it a ton. It was actually really, really nice. The Zarbahn is a trip. Such an absolute trip. And now for this last bit, what even makes the most sense? I mean, I guess I'm in the EU. I don't know. I don't see anything marked bus stop. Oh, I see it. I see the bus. Yep. That's my bus. You know, I'm a train and tram filmer through and through, and usually I'm not big on buses, but this bus is so much nicer than that tram. The seats are plusher, it's cleaner, there's actual floor, and there's air conditioning, which is the big thing.
Baguette. Baguette.
So here I am in France for the very first time, and I must say I was very happy to have my little companion with me. Honestly, for the price, I love this thing. So good. Source your games ethically, obviously, but it's so good. The buttons are so responsive, the screen is good, but super good. Super love that. I have a question for you, dear commenters, as we end off. Would you have breakfast with me at the freakishly large breakfast table outside the Guimines SNCF Gare train station, Bahnhof? I promise I won't try to speak any more French words. I'll even sit on the succulent.